What's up, fish tube? Beard Bab back again. How's it going? Touching base, doing another little update on some of the tanks that are in the fish room here. I just spent a couple hours scooping duckweed out of this tank. You see there's a couple little pieces floating still. I need to get those out. Doing pretty good on converting the fish room and changing things over and scooping out every ounce of duckweed that I can get my net into without scooping all the fish. So this here is the Nebula Steel tank. It's a 10-gallon tank. It's on this tank of a rack of tanks that I've got going on here. These all, I converted them all from before. They all used to have, they were all like this here. They had mat and filter in the back, and they were not drilled or anything. I went through and started drilling every single tank in this entire rack. This one I just did. I just put it back up. You can see there's nothing in it yet, just still finishing the cycle on it. And then I will be moving some of these, either one or the other. These ones are the yellow golden backs. These ones are fire red shrimp. One of those two tanks will get moved up to here when this is done cycling. And then I'll drill and change out the filter and stuff. I've been going to these kind of cheapy double sponge air-powered filters instead of the matte filter. It's a lot easier to clean. The matte filters, basically you can't really clean it, and if you pull it out, then everything gets behind it, and that's kind of the point of having it, so you can have all your gear back there and stuff. And yeah, it's just not working out for me. Just not for me. Might be good for other people, but I've pulled out probably about half a dozen matte filters already so far in this fish room. Probably a few more than that, 7 I think, 8. Something like that. But this one, like I said, just did a huge water change, did about 50%, because once I started pulling the duckweed out, there was a lot of gunk floating around. There was a bunch of plants that were just full of hair algae, so all those plants got dumped. Trying to start over really good. I got one really nice, yeah, jeez. Never remember the name when I get on camera. I'll come back to that. One of those. I just moved in a bunch more smaller crypts into this tank, and then some what is that stuff? Ludwigia in the back there. Some Bacopa. I kind of have the same thing in almost every tank. Besides the Bucephalandra, there it is. This one is long enough now where I can cut 2 big hunks off of this thing. And just for reference, this is about 1.5 years old. When I first got it, there was 2 pieces, let's see, that were probably as long as those little ones, the little offshoots there. Wow. And yeah, I've been growing this out for quite a while. I've got a couple other pieces of Bucephalandra. This is just the brownie or Godzilla or whatever the heck it was. Godzilla green, but I just love it. It's a slow grower. I don't have to worry too much about fertilizers and stuff, just like all the other plants that I'm growing in the fish room now. And with this duckweed not shading everything out, this tank should pick up fairly quickly, and the plants should grow in rather quick too. So these guys, I think I've had them, since middle of last year, maybe beginning of last year. I don't remember offhand. I started off with, I think it was 2 trio. I'd have to look back on the videos when I got these things, but not too many. Maybe it was like 10 or something like that. And yeah, they've done really well. They populated the heck out of this tank. I've moved some of the ones that I didn't like as much to my mutt guppy tanks and stuff. So there's a less variation. There's still going to be quite a bit of variation with the Nebula Steel. I'm really liking it, you know. Some of these guys are just spectacular. Some are a little bit duller. This guy's got a huge delta tail. Some of these other ones have like a spear tail. So it's a little bit of a different mix. I'm not exactly sure which direction I want to go. I kind of like the way all of these look, so I might just let them keep interbreeding like this, and probably sell out of there next summerish. Got a ton of babies. I got to put some more hornwort and some floating plants in here now that there's no duckweed to hide these babies, and there's not enough plant cover down just yet to make it work either. Do have some rock cover here, so eventually I will be moving some shrimp into here. I guess that means I could probably do both of these tanks. I could move one set of shrimp into here, and then the other set of shrimp in there, and then I could drill those 2 tanks and clean it out and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Got a piece of cholla wood. Whoa, there it is. Pretty cool looking little piece. You see it's kind of turned pink, almost purple. A lot of that has been happening in this fish room. I don't know if it's just because it's starting to rot and stuff, and that's just bacteria growing on it, or what it is. But a lot of them I've noticed do that. They go through a phase, and then eventually they go back to just a kind of like regular wood looking colors. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about this tank. Like I said, I should have actually showed you before and after the amount of duckweed. And I'm not kidding when I say that the duckweed was this thick in the top, the whole thing. So there was no air movement at all besides the filter in the back there, putting some bubbles down below the duckweed. So these guys seem to be pretty happy. Big water change, and we'll let this go. Probably add some more plants in here as we go too. I've really been trying to get some of these AR cardinalis kind of sprouting up in every tank again. I sold quite a bit a long time ago, and I never really truly recovered from that, so trying to keep on top of it and keep adding as I go. Put one in every tank, and then when it grows a new crown, kind of cut it off, replant that crown, and then the other piece will grow a new leader branch, and just keep going from there. Yeah, these guys are just stunning. So anyway, I think that's just about it. Again, if you're watching this far into the video, make sure you like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys, if you have Nebula Steel, do they all kind of look like this? I mean, this seems different than the picture when I originally first got them. But yeah, leave me a message down below if you've got any, and if you've got some videos, maybe tell me what your channel name is or whatever, and I'll go check those out. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Peace.